Hey guys, we are back to Sonic Colors. I'm the Comic Foil, and I think we just have one more planet around this ring we have to do, and then maybe this locked area is like the final zone. So yeah, let's go to this place, the place with the Shrek ears. Yeah, so I don't know what this is as far as like an attraction. Maybe this is just like where they do all their like chemical stuff. Don't know where this is for like theme park wise. But this is where we're gonna get, I think, our last Wisp. Oh, it's a roller coaster. Oh, that makes total sense. Okay, so this is like the Space Mountain. This is Planet Coaster. It's the Planet Coaster. Okay, just miss all the rings. Why don't I? Cool. Okay. I also, that's kind of neat, these like Ferris wheels that are made out of okay, I can like drift around these corners. It's a few days since the previous set of episodes that I did. Alright. So let's try it. Okay, so he's kind of running forward continuously, and he's a little hard to control, but that's alright. And he gets bigger the more he eats, which is cool. Doesn't last very long. Yeah, the homing attack really is like the best thing that ever happened for 3D Sonic. I know it was there since the first time Sonic went to 3D, but oh, I see. Okay, we're gonna have to do the Berserker form again then. I haven't gotten the hang of drifting in this game. This is making me want to track down a copy of Sonic Unleashed HD. Maybe for my Xbox 360. I guess it would have to be for that because I don't have a PS3, but it's been ported to other things since then, right? Is it on Steam? I feel like it's probably on Steam. Okay, so we need to do this incredibly simple avoidance of the bad track. How are you guys with roller coasters? I used to be really bad with roller coasters, and granted I haven't been on that many, but I live near Dorney Park, and yeah, the last few years I've gotten more into being able to do roller coasters. That's a good thing. We'll get like a season pass for the summer, because then it's like, man, theme parks are too expensive, but if you get season passes, you can like kind of get your money's worth by going multiple times. And we're lucky that we're like close enough to one that it's, so it's like, now that all of it's already paid for, it's never like a big deal to just like take 15 minutes to go over there. And then even if you only have a couple hours, it's like free then. Okay, that's only the second red ring. This will be a longer stage. Do any of you guys ever get that thing where, like, even if it's a video game you enjoy, you kind of can't help but keep trying to track how far through the game you are? Because I do that all the time. I'm playing the, I started playing the Starfy games because they came to Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah, and I just can't. I will like look up guides for things, not to get clues for anything, but just to like know like how much game there is still. I don't know why I do this. I'm like obsessed with knowing that. Okay, oh boy, the gravity. So on the horizon now, while I'm recording this, is the next like upcoming Sonic thing is Sonic Generations plus Shadow. I forget what they're actually calling it, but it's a port of Sonic Generations, and then they're adding new stuff based around Shadow. So I think they showed... I think we know of at least 4 levels that are going to get added for the Shadow gameplay. There's going to be... one of the space levels from Sonic Adventure 2. There's going to be the, like, canyon level from Sonic Heroes. There's going to be the castle level from Sonic 06. And I presume there's going to be something from Shadow the Hedgehog, because we saw that in the first trailer for this game. We saw a stage where Doom's Eye is running around, is floating by you. I gotta say, Shadow was never... I like Shadow just fine. He was never one of my favorites. I know some people really wanted him for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which... Oh, I didn't realize I was that low on lives. Okay. Well, I was towards the beginning of that level anyway. Yeah, Asteroid Coaster. I was just, like, not reading that before. So I do think, especially now that there's, like... I know we're not getting any more Super Smash Bros. Stuff anytime soon, but I love Super Smash Bros. So much, I'm just, like, kind of always thinking about it. I'm not expecting it. I'm not like, oh man, they need to make another Super Smash Bros. We could wait another 7 years before that. Though I also think if they wanted to, they could have kept making more and more DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I also understand that team worked very hard, Sakurai especially, but his entire team. We always credit Masahiro Sakurai as the... I did the same thing. I'm just, like, not holding forward enough, I guess. But yeah, a lot of people were saying we need another Sonic character, and I agree it would be nice, especially now that we have, like... We have 2 characters from Street Fighter. Granted, one of them is an Echo Fighter of the other one, because we have Ryu and Ken. But Ryu and Ken still are pretty different because they kind of reflect the slight differences in their movesets in the Street Fighter games. But there's also just kind of something of, like, Sonic's been in 3 Super Smash Bros. Games now, so he feels like a mainstay in the franchise. What is wrong with me? Why can't I get this? I'm seriously trying. The character... So I think another Sonic character would be good. At least, like... I think the Sonic stages haven't been all that interesting. We have, Green Hill Zone, because of course they were going to do Green Hill Zone. And that's okay. That's probably... If they were only going to do one Sonic stage, that's probably what they should do. And then they added... Is it called Windmill Valley? They added one for Sonic and the Lost Worlds, because that was the newest Sonic game when... I am doing terrible at this. I don't know why this is being so hard for me. Yeah, Sonic Lost Worlds was like the newest Sonic project, and it was a Nintendo exclusive at the time that Smash 4 was coming out, so it kind of makes sense for them to want to do that game. So here's other Sonic stuff that I think would be cool to have in a future Super Smash Bros. Game. I think Shadow is a viable option for another playable character, but if I had to pick... There we go. If I had to pick the character I'd want most alongside Sonic, Shadow would probably be, like, my 3rd or 4th choice. My first choice would be Knuckles. He's a character who has been around for a long time in the Sonic franchise. I think the devs must have been thinking that too, and that's why they made him an assist trophy in Ultimate. Because just like what he does is so suited for the kind of game Super Smash Bros. Is. Like, he's like Sonic, but he punches more. Like, he's arguably a better candidate for Super Smash Bros. Than Sonic is. Okay, I have to use the homing attack when that comes up. Kind of looked like we were going straight for that spring already, but... Oh, I, like, missed the spring, but then I hit another one. Okay, we are in trouble again. We do not have enough lives. I keep missing the middle things that would, like... There we go. Got that one. That would, like, keep my Wisp power going. Okay, we get slower when we get big, but that also makes it easier to control. I am kind of doing the thing now where, like, trying to play the game and express myself is making the level harder. I'm gonna try and not just, like, get mad at the game, though, and admit that it's because I'm not terribly good at this game. I don't know why, I just really wanted that 10 ring for some reason. And, well, I have 10 rings now. Yeah, I definitely think Knuckles would be the guy for it. You know, he'd have a lot of punch moves, then he could have, like, some kind of big charge punch for his neutral. He could have the spin dash on his down special, or on his side special, actually, and then his down special could be the, like, spiral downward, like, dig move from the Sonic Adventure games. Give him a wall climb maneuver. Then I think, like, his up special would be, like, a spiral upward punch that, like, gives him some height. You can maybe even do something kind of like Meta Knight Shuttle Loop where that, like... I have a feeling that's going to be death if I just keep standing there. Yeah, you could have that go into Knuckles' glide. Final Smash could be something with the, Okay, I guess I went too far back, and I went back to Upside Down Gravity Town. You could do Super Knuckles, or is it called Hyper Knuckles? But his, like, 7 Chaos Emerald form for his Final Smash. Or you could do just, like, something more generic with the, Man, I'm trying to get that red ring, and I don't... I'm not really, like, seeing... If it's in the environment that tells you where things turn upside down, I'm not seeing it. I'm also, like, trying to be more careful because I only have one life to live here. Okay. I'm gonna... Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta do it again. I'm having trouble with Asteroid Coaster, guys. My apologies. If you want to be really crazy with the Final Smash, Knuckles could, like, call in Team Chaotix with it. Though I think we've kind of moved away from Knuckles Chaotix. Like, I think in canon now, like, Knuckles doesn't even... Like, I don't think Knuckles Chaotix is canon. They brought back Vector, Espio, and Charmy as Team Chaotix, but it's not, like, considered like Knuckles was ever their leader, I guess. One of the IDW comics kind of, like, is alluding to it, because there's one where Knuckles, like, hires the Chaotix for something, so you get to see them all work together, but... Okay, we gotta remember to hold over when we... There we go. Yeah, we're getting better at least. Second to Knuckles, I think the best character to add, I guess, would be Tails, just because, like, he deserves it. And I know Tails is already in the background of the Green Hill Zone stage, but you could just have him not spawn when Tails is in a match, the same way that, like, I think the Knuckles assist trophy isn't able to spawn on Green Hill Zone because the devs thought about how they don't want Knuckles to appear at two places at once. It's kind of funny what things the devs thought of for that and what things they didn't, like how on the Spirit Train track, forgot that, activate Frenzy. On the Spirit Train track, if somebody's playing as Toon Link, then Toon Link won't be driving the train, and instead it'll be Alfonso from Spirit Tracks. But anyway. Or like how the Moon Assist Trophy can't show up on Great Bay for similar reasons. Because they don't want there to be two big angry moons. That would be silly. But then you can still like Chrom is still in Robin's Final Smash, even though Chrom is now also a playable character. So you can use Chrom to kill Chrom. But anyway, yeah, I don't think it would be hard to make it so that just like Tails / Knuckles just like don't appear in the background of Green Hill when they're in a match. So Tails, you could also do kind of like a little bit like Sonic's moveset, but not like an Echo Fighter. Just like some similarities, but then also incorporate tail swipes, the flying. Maybe you can incorporate gadgets like the ring bombs or I think his final smash then should be the Cyclone from Sonic Adventure 2, which they brought back in Sonic Frontiers' DLC, and I thought that was pretty cool. That made me really happy. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. We're not gonna go for those red rings or anything. I think I can hear the... Again, I got confused because I don't know where the gravity is and isn't going to shift. Oh, okay, I see how to much more quickly get through that area there now. If I did it right. What? I don't even know what happened there. I tried to move Sonic and he didn't move. I must have been doing something, but he like turned towards the screen. That was really strange. Maybe my controller lost connection for a second or something. So then, tied for third for me would be Amy Rose or Shadow for another playable Sonic character in Smash Brothers. Because I think if they wanted to be more lazy, like it's the same with like Dark Samus and stuff like that, like they could come up with a whole moveset for Shadow if they wanted to, or if it was just kind of a last minute inclusion, he could be an Echo Fighter of Sonic. I don't think it would feel right if Shadow was an exact replica of Sonic's moveset. I feel like there's certain things we'd be expecting from Shadow. Shadow's been an assist trophy for as long as Sonic's been a playable character in Smash Brothers, doing Chaos Control, which I think now Chaos Control would be a final Smash unless they want to like make a mechanic with it with similar to Bayonetta's Witch Time with her down special. Okay, this looks like it might be a more puzzly level. I gotta get the timing down for those blocks of how quickly they actually come out after they turn red. Oh, right, I can make the platform go faster if I go ahead as well. So, I will do that. Oh yeah, this is much easier. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Whoops. Maybe I'm not getting the hang of this. Yeah, that's the other thing about Sonic games. If you leave and come back in, even in the ones that let you save, all the, like, extra lives that you stockpile just, like, go away. It doesn't keep them. So now I'm in kind of a loop of getting a lot of game overs. I mean, is that... I think I'd rather do Spike. Whoops. Kind of lost track of myself there a little bit. So I'm going back down here now to where the other cubes are. Yeah. Okay. That level was mercifully short. And then some people I've heard pitch Eggman as a playable character in Super Smash Bros. And I mean, I think at this point, if they were committed, they could turn anybody into a playable character. You know, it doesn't matter how big they are, how... Like, there's a character I kind of want that's kind of like a stretch goal character for me that I guess is kind of in the same vein of... I would like a Porky Minch from the Earthbound series as a playable character, like in his Spider Bot, which would probably be like a little too big, but, you know, they figure out ways to scale things. Are we racing? Is this a race, you guys? Or am I supposed to be trying to kill these guys? Oh, I think I am. Okay. That was a strange one. I'll take that one up. Thank you very much.
What is this place? Whoa. This is where he converts them into the strange, negative aliens with the freaky energy.
Oh, there you are. I thought I lost you for a second. Did you find anything interesting? Look at all of them. He's captured thousands of aliens.
Don't worry. We'll get them out.
Sonic, I haven't seen Yacker for a while.
You'll have to excuse me, buddy. I have a generator to shut down.
So is the wisp that turns us into frenzy mode a... They called it a Nega Wisp. So, like, it's one of these that's already been, like, turned negative? Is that, like, the actual lore of it? That those kinds aren't, like, natural? Oh, okay, we're free-falling. I see. So, like, you could put Eggman in, like, his Sonic Adventure 2 Walker or anything like that if you want. I think what would be more interesting for Eggman is for him to be a stage hazard or a boss in an adventure mode. Like, we don't talk about them very much, but but Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was getting pretty cool with, its bosses. Like we fight Giga Bowser, we fight Ganon, we fight Marks from Kirby Superstar. Oh, we got a laser power-up. Okay. Yeah, I think we want the laser power-up again, then. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for another frenzy. We're just breaking through everything here. Okay, I can already hear the gold ring. It's right there. Let me see if I can get that one up somehow first. Okay, I actually got it. I didn't think I was going to get it with that shot, but the ricochet worked out in my favor. Cool. Now, to get the S's, do you need to get all the red rings in one run? I did read somebody's comments, so collecting all the red rings is necessary to collect all the stages in the, like, Sonic simulation levels, and then doing all of those stages unlocks Super Sonic. So I guess my question is, would it be worth it to you guys to watch me collect all the red rings to unlock Super Sonic? I mean, I'm not, like, dying to play as Super Sonic, if I'm being honest. If it's not, like, a new, like, level or a new part of the game, then I'm not really crazy about it, but for, like... Oh. I didn't realize that was going off the track. Okay. But it could be just because it's, like, content in the game to, like, do all the simulation levels. If you think that's something that should be covered in the scope of this Let's Play, then we can do that. Just keep in mind I'm not very good at the game, so I don't know how fun I am to watch all of you guys. The only real metric is your own interest and enjoyment. Is that something you want to see? Don't overthink it. If not, there's... I was, like, in a bit of a rut before I started this. Like, after finishing the Sexy Brutale, I was like, oh man, I don't really, like, know what I want to play. I don't think, like, people are really going to care about a lot of the... Whoops. That was a weird jump that I just did. I shouldn't have done that. I was like, I don't think people really want to watch any of the stuff that I want to... And I posted to Twitter some ideas, and I got, like, a good deal of interest in a bunch of them, including Sonic Colors here. And that sort of, like, helped revitalize my solo Let's Playing energy. Because, I mean, like, doing recordings with Oscar, of course, it's easy to keep a lot more energy, and people like those ones more because, of course, they do. It's always going to be more interesting when there's two different people talking. It's just, you know, Oscar and I are doing our own separate thing, and we can't be there for all of each other's projects. He's certainly invited to come to as many of my Let's Plays as he has time for, but, you know, If we're recording together a lot, we're still only doing, like, twice a week. Like, we might do, like, some Fire Emblem and some new Pokemon Snap in the same week, and a lot of times we don't even have that much time. So that was, like, a little bit of a bummer for, like, when I'd be like, hey, do you guys have any interest in watching me play let's say, Killer 7, and then people, and I'm like, this would be a solo Let's Play, but does anybody want to watch me play Killer 7? And then people would be like, oh, Killer 7 would be great, especially with Oscar. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I love Oscar too. I don't have him on call. Well, I literally do have his phone number, but... Oh, I guess I can't use the Frenzy underwater. Or can I? Well, this sucks. It seems to me that Frenzy doesn't work underwater. I certainly couldn't jump up high enough to get in the water there. Get these rings. Is that the gold ring there? Oh man, that like ran out at just the perfect time to mess me up. Yeah, so I could definitely see an Eggman boss in Smash Brothers that maybe goes through like a best of his robots. Do like the classic like Wrecking Ball and the drill car, or the Egg Robo, or more modern, the Egg Dragoon is a favorite, I think. Put in the stupid slot machine one from Shadow the Hedgehog. Whoa. Okay, interesting. Is that the thing that the wisps are in? No, I guess that was just the, like, generator for that, like, holding box. I don't know, it was a dynamo. Do people know what a dynamo is? We'll just call it a dynamo. That's how I feel like a lot of sci-fi things work. And... yeah, that just leaves the boss stage. Okay.
What you're doing to my friends in there. It's messed up, so I'm gonna mess you up. Yeah, that's right. I'm stretching. You got a problem with that? I want to be able to fully enjoy taking you apart without some pulled muscle slowing me down. Okay, now I'm ready. Of course, if you want to run away, please feel free. There's no shame in it. Well, maybe a little shame. You guys don't talk much, do you? Fair enough. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, okay. You know what that reminded me of, weirdly enough? The Disney remake of Beauty and the Beast, where there's a part then where she, like, starts talking to, like, a hand mirror. And they're like, no, that's just a hand mirror. That's not one of the talking things. It wasn't really any funnier there. Okay, we should be able to just, like, jump and homing these things, though, right? Oh, okay, so now we got warp gates. Scares me a little bit how the track is like disappearing behind me, but then I remember that's just how these speedways work. Yeah, I needed to drop rings again. Yeah, I mean, this is a repeat boss, but it's like, you know, they're gonna make it a little bit harder, and it was a pretty cool boss in the first place. I'm okay with that. Yeah, what do getting rid of these searchlights, how does that serve me? I'm getting better at, like, seeing everything when I do that. Like, seeing everything that drops out of the boxes. Because it can be a little bit hard to, like, get the rings, but then not get the spike balls. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this to stop shooting. I don't remember how much I had to hit this thing last time. It looks angry, though. Rocket? We're doing Rocket now? I guess we're not doing Rocket. It went away. Did you guys see that? I tried to activate Rocket and it just went like, nope. No, you can't have this. You can't get E-Flask. Alright. I'm out of rings again. Need you to drop some more boxes. That's okay. I think he's gonna drop boxes right about here. Okay, maybe I'll save Rocket for when it, like, changes to a side-scroller. So what if we use it here? It stops time, weirdly enough. No, that just, like... It feels like Rocket is not supposed to be in this fight. Now, I probably need to get underneath it and use Rocket so that I, like, Rocket through it like Captain Marvel. Shoot! Dang it! I was doing really good, too. Okay, I don't need the Navigator. I understand this boss just fine. Maybe I'll use Boost a little bit more this time. Okay, so it's gonna come back now, and I'm gonna hopefully be able to get underneath it after the asteroids. Okay, this should do something. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, we're gonna zoom here, wait for you to stop firing. Oh, wow. The, like, gun started up right away. I thought it would, like, give me a second. Okay, we gotta be really careful now. There's not a lot of room for me to move there, though. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's not like that boss has a checkpoint anyway, so the game over doesn't really matter. Lets me skip cutscenes. We're Gucci. Yeah, I don't know if, like, the searchlights and the guns, like, I don't know if destroying them are really doing anything. Because, like, it's still firing guns at me after I destroy the guns. Yeah, that part's kind of tough. As far as stages, because we've only gotten 2 Sonic-themed stages in Super Smash Bros., and they're both kind of similar things. They're both the, like, early game Sonic sort of things. I mean, they could just do, like, the next level of one of the worlds, do, like, Marble Hill Zone, or do Chemical Plant Zone, since that seems to be, like, the second most popular classic Sonic level. A long time ago, I think it was Quarter Guy, did a... Okay, I could not even find where I was there. It's hard to see Sonic on a black background, especially when it's that zoomed out. Also, I need a haircut. My hair is getting in my eyes. Quarter Guy did a long time ago, did a, like, stages he'd like to see in Super Smash Bros. And he had a really great idea for one, which was Station Square from Sonic Adventure 1. That would be amazing. Especially if then they could have, Perfect Chaos attack it. There's a lot of locales here in Sonic Colors that would make good stages. Like, I would take a like, Starlight Carnival, or even Planet Wisp. Planet Wisp would be kind of similar to the same, like, Green Hills archetype of a lot of Sonic levels. Okay, well, it is safe to homing attack the guns while they're firing, so that's good to know. There we go. I couldn't get the reticule to come up. And, like, the Space Station arc, I feel like, could be interesting. / Final Rush, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just like a Sonic Colors themed level of any kind would be really cool, because this game does kind of have its own unique look and feel. On a runner stage like this, it is hard to keep a hold of rings. Because if you lose your rings, then you're, like, running right past them. Oh, that was it. That was the kill. Awesome. Alright, I destroyed it before I even knew I was that close, but cool. Yeah, I'll take the B.
That was almost difficult.
Sonic, you did it!
Couldn't have done it without you, buddy.
Thanks. Hey, we both deserve some kind of reward.
Yeah, let's go to an amusement park or something.
All right, but one that's, you know, less evil than this one.
So, are all the aliens getting free?
Looks like it. Once the power went off, the locks vanished. I hope Yakker's okay.
I think he'll be fine. You don't think the weapon you were shot with still works?
Not without power flowing to it. I think we're all good.
That's what I like to hear.
I don't think so. I think this is a false ending. He's still got Chekhov's leg, Chekhov's claw, the thing that, like, hit into the space station and was leaking fuel.
Sweet! The tractor beams are gone. The planets are free.
Was there ever any doubt? I mean, really? Great job, buddy.
Dude, how lame would it be, though, if that was actually the end of the game?
With all the generators destroyed, we can blow this joint and head home. We did it, dude.
We? I don't remember you fighting off any insane robots.
True. Well, good job to you on inventing a translator that allowed us to speak to the aliens and figure out exactly what we needed to do so we weren't running around the park looking like idiots.
You tell him,
Oh,
Tails.
no. Wait. That was me.
That's right, Tails. You stand up for
Good
yourself.
point. Either way, we can get out of this crazy place and go home.
Tails, it's not your fault Sega was afraid to make other playable characters
Looks like
after
the aliens are happy we're going
Sonic
to
06.
I think we're in the middle of a party.
The middle? We are the party. I think we're their guests of honor.
Totally.
So Sonic just starts breakdancing. Okay, but we unlocked this area down here, whatever it is. We'll find out what it is next time, I guess. I know there's a final boss in this game, so I know I didn't finish the game yet. I'm the Comic Foil. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Critical system failure. Repeat, critical system failure. All attraction access is temporarily suspended. Please evacuate the park via the emergency exit